Do you love with food?
We have all met people who love with food. Sometimes this is a welcome thing, but sometimes this sabotages us. How do you handle this?
As a health coach and a wellness coach, we ask the questions so you get the answers. Let's get started as we ask.
Wait, what?
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Kamna. Oh, let me just tell you right off the bat. The first memory I could come up with was when my dad was, I think he was having his first surgery when he was diagnosed with cancer. This was going back years ago. We were, me, my five of us brothers and sisters, and my mom, we were all in the waiting room waiting for this long surgery and just sitting there waiting. You know, and it's like awful situation anyway, because you're just,
Yeah.
you don't know what to say. You don't want to laugh, but you do want to laugh. It's just, and my aunt walked in to the hospital waiting room with like 2 sheet pizzas for us. And I've never been more happy to see food in my life. I wasn't
Yeah.
hungry and I didn't eat it. I don't think I ate it. I may have, if I'm being honest, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I remember her sitting it down in the middle and just saying, I didn't know what else to do. And like putting pizza down in front of us in the
Yeah.
hospital. Like, and I'm like, that's a perfect example of somebody she wanted to show us all that she loves us.
Mm-hmm.
And we're, in our thoughts and, all of that. And that's how she did it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, perfect
Mm-hmm.
example of it. What about you?
Perfect. I mean, there's 100 stories I could think of. I was thinking of one as you were talking about. I had somebody who was in the hospital for surgery for cancer, and I cooked something in their kitchen as a way to they don't have to eat hospital food, or sometimes the
Yeah.
cafeterias are closed at weird hours. So I cooked something, and it took me a long time to figure out everything in her kitchen and supplies and whatever I needed. I took it, and then I couldn't find this spray for the pan, so whatever I
Yeah.
had made stuck to the pan. And so I took a spatula and I was trying to get it out, and I got yelled at for not thinking of properly, thinking about how to take it out and how
Who
it's going
yelled
to
at you?
be. The the person, the relative of a person in the hospital, and I thought, I know this is not right. I'm just trying to do something nice.
Oh my
I
gosh.
also
Yeah.
know it was misguided frustration at me.
Oh,
But when someone comes to you, I can see both sides. When someone comes to you with an offering of food as support, as a way of, you don't have to worry about cooking, or don't think about it, let me just bring you this.
yeah.
So, as a way to show my love and affection, it's just something you do because you're like, that's the thing that makes sense to me.
That's
Or
what
like when
makes
you
sense,
have
right?
food chains, or what are they called? Is that what it's called when you sign up to make food for somebody?
Train. Food
Food
train.
chain. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but you know what? It's interesting is because I love, okay, wait, let me back up and tell you that you and I were talking about this a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, nobody ever food loves you with a bag of carrots or a bouquet of celery. Like, we
Yeah.
don't do that. And I was thinking about it in the terms of I would never do that because I know that I'm just using you for example. Like, you don't love just a bag of carrots. Like, we want to love you with something we know you will love.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
Right.
why we give food that is not quote unquote healthy usually, or why we don't love each other. Like, I'm not going to buy my husband for Valentine's Day carrots. I'm going to buy him something he loves. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Chocolates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Skittles.
but that's the whole purpose behind it. And I think that that's why we love each other with food, is because
Oh, sure.
we want to love you with something that you love.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes, I remember for birthdays or just things for my kids, I would buy their favorite candy bar
Yeah.
and have each of their favorite candy bar as a way to say, "Hey, I love you," which is it's a little distorted, but it would make them happy. So I
No,
would
it's
get their
twofold. Here's the thing, it's twofold.
okay.
You're loving them with that because you're like, oh, I know you love this, so there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it's also showing them that you listen to them.
Yes.
So when my
Right.
mom gives us
Yes.
Christmas gifts and there's always a bag of Doritos in there and then there's a bag of popcorn or something, it's like she knows that David likes this and Alyssa likes this, so she's listening to
Right.
it. So it's both. It's like, I know you love this, but I also no, you love it because I listened to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's such a good point. It's the way to show that, look, I can see you. I know who you are.
Right. Like I would
I
never
know
bring
you
you
don't like raw onions.
right. Like I would never bring you like a beef casserole if you were sick because I
Yeah.
listened to you and I know that you wouldn't eat beef. You know what I mean? But
Right.
there are people
Right.
that don't do that. They don't listen to their friends. They don't listen to people and they're just like, I don't know what to make them. I don't even know what they like. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I
Yeah.
think like it's a love language because it's like I'm listening to you. I know what your favorite candy bar is. I know
Right.
what you like. And it's like
Yes.
it adds a whole other like layer on it. Like you're almost like
That's such a
proud
good
of
point.
yourself. Like, oh, I know what they like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the flip side of this, though, is if you're the recipient of all of that, it's
Hmm.
again twofold for me. Is when I went through my first surgery, I had people bringing me food for weeks, and it was welcome because I couldn't really lift my arms much. I couldn't open anything. I didn't have any strength. It was really welcome in terms of just people thinking about me, like you
Right.
said, that they're just like it was just so thoughtful. But there's two problems, which I
Well,
don't want to seem ungrateful
okay,
because
tell me
it's
what they are.
so
Yeah.
rude. But first of all, I'm so picky. I'm not one of those people who's like I can eat anything. I'm not.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
Yeah.
particularities,
I mean, yeah.
and I would try my best to eat what people would make, but sometimes it didn't hit right, you
Hmm.
know?
Hmm.
And second is I would often get containers that I would need to return. They weren't disposable.
Yeah, that's
So
annoying. If
then
you're doing
I'd
that, it
have to
really
keep track. And it's so lovely. And I hate to be the one who's saying, please just don't do it. But sometimes, please just don't do it, you
yeah.
know?
Yeah. But I think it's going
Because,
back to like my aunt, like you don't know what to do to show your love sometimes.
right,
Like
right,
I don't know what to
right.
do. So, but I want you to
Yeah.
know I love you. And I don't think
Yes,
words are strong enough sometimes when you're the person that feels helpless.
yes,
Like when you
yes.
feel helpless, you're like, I want to do something and I don't know what to do. So
Yeah.
I was looking into the love languages and food is not one of them,
It
technically.
should be.
Did you know
Yeah.
that? Okay, so
Well, I guess it doesn't it fall under one of the categories or
no,
no?
well, okay, so here's the five. Words of affirmation,
Mm-hmm.
receiving gifts, which yeah, I guess that could be a love language. Acts of
Mm-hmm.
service, making food, I guess. Okay.
Which I think, yeah.
Yeah. Quality time and physical touch. Those are the five. Okay.
Okay.
So food incorporates, are you ready for this? All five love languages and all five senses.
Oh,
So you have all of those and your five senses all wrapped into one. And it's a very powerful way of creating a connection with somebody and expressing your love.
my goodness.
It's
I had no
probably one of
idea.
the most powerful ones because of that. It's all of those.
Right.
You know? Is that crazy?
Wow. It is. I didn't even put that pieces together, but I guess it makes sense. It's obviously appealing to all of your senses, which
Yep.
is, it's I'm sure stimulating those good hormones. And then
Hmm. It's
it's
your smell, your
it's
eyes, your sound, it's
mm-hmm.
your taste. I can't remember the touch. Like it's all of
Yeah.
those.
Yeah. And then it's stimulating the emotional part of you that wants to be loved
Right.
and cared for.
Hmm.
It just is.
It's all of them. It's all of them. Okay, so there's some research on this. Okay, and this was a 2020, gosh, I want to say 24 or 26. I can't remember the year, from Applied Psychology magazine. The research says that offering food to someone we love is a two-way emotional system. Okay, so when I'm offering you food, it's two ways. We respond to their state and we act on it. And when it works in a positive way, we're both getting feelings back from it. So
Right.
this is a positive. Like, so when I give to you, I feel great. And when you
Of
give,
course.
accept it. So it's two way. So it's so powerful. And then also, this is the other part I didn't realize. Cooking for others. Here's the benefit in this. I hate cooking, you know this. But it increases the person that's cooking's happiness, self-esteem, and it has a positive effect in the cook, not just the person being fed.
Of course.
I never thought of that. Like ever. Because I don't like
I
cooking. So
have,
I've never been like, oh, I feel so good about myself. Oh, I'm happier when I do it. You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah. I have cooked for people that I don't know, like in those food trains.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm doing a good thing. I followed all of their like restrictions or whatever. And I made something. And if I get a message back that it was delicious, I feel so good.
Yeah.
I feel so good.
It's so cool that it has that much power, really. I never thought of it that way, by the way. Like I've never put it together that it has that much power, but it truly does. And you know what else? Like I don't know if this
What?
might be crazy. I love getting food as a gift.
Food like prepared food? Or what do you
No.
mean?
Like I love when someone buys me food. I don't care what kind. It could be a protein bar, and you bought me a protein bar, I love you. If you bought me a can of
Really?
Bloom Pop, I love that. Like I love when people buy me food. Is that crazy?
Tell me why.
I think, I think because my whole life, my mom has always made sure to put our favorite snacks in something of a Christmas, a
Mm,
birthday, a stocking, a Easter basket. I think that's probably why when you look at my core, like the core of it, but also a lot of the things like are things I wouldn't buy myself.
right. Right.
And I also sometimes people give gifts and you're just like, I don't know what to do with this. I always know what to do with food. So there's really three reasons why I love getting food as a gift. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I think it's
I
fantastic.
it's so good. It I remember I had given up chocolate for 7 years. And when the occasion occurred where I was going to resume eating chocolate, my sister brought me an entire tray of different things that she knew that I loved,
Oh,
like
what a great
Swiss
gift.
rolls and Reese's and Hershey's and just everything on that
Right?
platter. It was one of the most profoundly touching things that has ever happened. I mean, I've
Right?
had many in my life, but it's just candy bars or treats that are from a box. But to take time to think about somebody in that
Exactly.
way, oh my
Exactly.
gosh,
I love
I
getting
felt
food.
amazing.
And like
Mm.
that's about tell me you wouldn't rather have had that gift than a candle.
Yeah, I don't like candles.
But that's what I mean. Like that's what your traditional gift is, like a candle or a soap or
Yeah,
something like give me something that I even if I don't never had it before, I want to try it. And I think that's part of why I probably like it. Why? You're not
I
probably could
just
you asked me that question like you aren't a fan of getting food as a gift.
I never thought about it that way. I think because for me,
Like
I don't have. I think my love language is not food. You know what I
okay.
mean?
Okay, that's fair.
I know. I think my love language is words. If tell someone tell, and this is the same concept.
Mhm.
If someone tells me something really heartfelt about me, that's everything for me. I can float on that for days.
Okay, so
For days.
do you tell your kids things about them? And is that
Hmm.
okay?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do. And they know that about me too. They know that my whatever cards I get, even if it's a sheet of paper that they made, it
Mm-hmm.
has to have a ton of writing because
Really?
words just like for you that fills you up in a way that you've been seen by somebody,
Yeah.
been cared for, you know, that speaks to me is the words. It doesn't mean that I don't like food. Don't get me wrong.
True. True.
But
Right.
it's not the first thing I would pick.
Okay. I don't. Yeah, it's the first thing I would pick. It's something that I truly love getting. I
It's
love
so
getting.
good to know for me. I like
Well,
to know this for
I will
you.
tell you that every single Father's Day since my husband is actually probably even when David was a baby, he's gotten some kind of his favorite snack from the kids. As
Wow.
like from I mean always that's always a go-to, always something little to give him. And like even now my kids are bigger, I still get him his favorite snacks from the dog. Like do you know what I mean? Like
Oh.
because I feel I don't know, that's how I don't know.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are like that. They like to give and they also like to receive as a
Yeah.
way of That's what
Right.
they have learned, and that's what they do. I think there's something interesting I was thinking about. If you think about how our society used to be, and gender roles are very, very divided. And
Mm-hmm.
typically, not every household, but typically, women would take care of the house, they would cook the meals, they would prepare
Mm-hmm.
everything, and that was their primary role. Yes, they did all the other stuff like the laundry and the cleaning, but nobody saw that.
Right.
People only saw the food. And the food was the thing that really got praise. You know, like, this is so amazing. This is so good.
Right.
Can you
This
make
is
this
delicious.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this thing you made. Can you make that again? That's the area where they got praised. So their identity became really attached to food.
Nobody has ever praised me for the laundry smelling good.
No, never. They're like, oh yeah,
Like
it just
nobody's
smells
always
like
like, "Oh,
home.
mom, thank you so much. I had so many underwear folded in my drawer."
Hmm.
Nobody has ever said that to me.
Nobody. And both my mom and my mother-in-law identify with loving by food. Both of them.
So
The
did my
times I
mom.
have the times I have taken over the kitchen and my mother-in-law is not able to be the one in charge, she feels like out of space. She feels like, what am I doing here? Where am I going? What am I, like she just
Yeah.
feels lost because her role is the person who makes the food. And when people enjoy it, she may not ever say anything, but it just fills her up.
Yeah.
This is something that's happened as a. I see it
But
a
you're
little
probably
bit
right.
in
Like,
my children.
I was not to interrupt you, but I feel like
Yes, right?
it's something that you're absolutely right. Like it's the only time we get praise or words of affirmation sometimes from some
Mm-hmm.
people.
Yeah.
So that's why it's even more interesting. But I even wonder if like on another whole level, like it's just part of our DNA.
Well, kind of, because if you give someone one of their basic needs, which is food, right? If
Mm-hmm.
you're, think about a kid, they come home and they're so cranky and they're hungry and they're tired and they're annoyed. You give them a really good snack, they're going to calm down. My youngest son was that way. I always used to carry food around with me. If
Because
he didn't eat on time, he would be so cranky. So that's like providing one of their basic needs
yeah.
is to feed people, keep them fed, keep them happy so they can run.
Mm-hmm.
It
That
just
yeah.
is.
Okay. So what do we do?
Well, um, food releases happy chemicals, which are dopamine, which
Okay.
we all know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you are upset, you reach for your thing is probably ice cream, right?
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
My thing would be like chips or cookies. I think that would be my go-to. Is I just want to eat that and it'll make me feel good for a little bit
Yeah.
because food releases the dopamine. But there are other sources of dopamine for us,
Okay.
some of which we know. Okay, like, exercise gives you dopamine, which you're like,
Yeah. It doesn't
yeah, I
give
don't
me it.
believe it.
It doesn't give it to me. I'm just saying. I believe for some people it does. I do. But it doesn't for me. Go
Hmm.
on. Don't get me
It,
bitter.
it
Go
does
on.
for some people. Sunlight.
Yes,
So
I've heard that.
where we live in the Midwest, there's less sunlight. So I think sometimes people can benefit from a lamp. I
Yeah.
think it can help. Um, Sleep, which is
Mm,
one of your ways, is
yeah.
just get enough rest and then you feel much better in the
Absolutely.
morning.
Yeah.
Getting enough protein
Really? That gives you
and
dopamine?
that. Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's super interesting to me because I would have never even thought of that. But
Mm-hmm.
okay.
There's one more thing which I found out, which I thought was really interesting. Specific foods, and I'm going to pronounce this wrong, but that's okay, that contain tyrosine, Tyrosine. Tyrosine rich foods can give you dopamine, and those are almonds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, avocado, bananas, legumes, fish.
Really?
You know what most of those things have? Most of those things have that amino acid, which is tyrosine, but they
Okay.
also have protein, fiber. They're all the
So
foods
your
we're already
gut's
supposed to be
happy.
eating. Yes.
So you're making a
Yes.
happy gut, which then transfers up to your brain because your
Yep.
stomach is your second brain. Oh, what an
Exactly.
aha moment for me.
Yes. Those foods are really good for you because you're, like you said, if your gut's happy, your brain's happy, and then you're all good to go. We have talked before about there's a connection between anxiety and depression and how your gut health is.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can work on that, which is what we always come back to, is eating those foods that are really basic foods and good for us.
Yeah. Wow.
Listening to music
Okay.
can create dopamine. Um, Stress reduction, so that's always a good thing.
Always.
Social connection,
Okay, like having friends.
having friends, going out with people that you love. For you, it probably might be your sisters or hanging out
Right.
with your mom. Like you just love hanging out with them, and then you laugh and you have all these jokes and things are silly to you that maybe not to other people, but you don't care because it just fills up your whole
Right.
soul and
Right.
brain.
Right.
Small achievable goals. So it could be, for me right now, it's about I'm trying to work out at a certain level. And I did a workout class yesterday that I was kind of really scared to do. It would
Okay.
involve running. And I was like, I don't know this instructor. I don't know if I like the music. It was rock music. I'm a pop girly. So I was like, I
Okay.
don't know about this. And just nothing was exciting me about this class. I ran for most of it, and oh my god, I felt so good
I can't
because
even
it was.
fathom it. You said you were like felt the buzz that people get.
I felt the buzz, and the goal of just I said, okay, I'm going to run for as much as I can, and I ran most of it, and achieving that goal, and doing it, and that physical exertion, and everything that happened, I felt amazing yesterday. Like I could just do anything, and that dopamine you can't really replace. Yes,
Recreate.
you
Yeah.
do with false
You
other
can't.
things, but
Yeah, right. I know what you're trying to say. Wow.
healthy fats and micronutrients.
Okay.
So overall nutritional adequacy matters for neurotransmitter production. So the things that talk in your brain, for the synapses, iron, B6, folate, B12, which many people are deficient in, magnesium, and omega-3 fats are among the nutrients involved in brain function.
Okay.
Guess where these things come from?
The
All the
foods you
foods that we always
that
talk
you
about.
yeah, and the ones you
Good
talked about.
proteins. Yes, all the ones I mentioned before. All of that, healthy foods and micronutrients. We need that for feeling good. So if you're thinking about ways to, like, say, let's just take an example, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm with my mom because she loves to love with food.
Okay.
And she's like, eat this. I made this for you. You need to eat that. She's actually changed the way she cooks for me because I've been sort of encouraging her. But if she does that for me, I'll say, Mom, can I just have a hug instead? Or can we just sit and talk to me? I just really need your time right now. There's so many ways to get that bonding or that
Without
transmission
food.
of yes. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
can you just sit down here and talk to me for 5 minutes? I really need your time. That person feels good, and you also get the connection with another human being, which I think is tops
Amazing. Yeah.
everything.
Right.
That tops everything in my book,
Wow.
even above food.
Yeah, I
Is
would agree with that. Yeah, that
connecting
connection.
with another human being.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there are ways to deal with a food pusher or a food love bomber.
I
I don't know
love that
whatever word.
idea of saying, "Oh, look, give me a hug."
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we don't get enough hugs in our day for sure.
No, we're supposed to get what, 10?
I think 5, but it doesn't
Five,
matter. We're not
5 to
getting
10.
even 1 or 2.
Right,
I know
true.
you work with kids, so you
I
probably
get
get it
it
all the
more.
time.
Yeah, I definitely get it more. Yeah.
And you have a dog, so you probably get it even more from your dog. But
Yeah.
for the average person who doesn't have a pet, you're not getting hugs. You're not getting
No,
physical connection with a human being. You're not getting the
with a live thing.
conversation.
Yeah. No, you're not.
Yeah. And I think people forget that they can just sit down and talk to you instead of saying, here's a whole platter of food I made for you or I bought for you or whatever.
Do you think
So
that sometimes people don't want to talk to you? They'd rather just love you with that way of instead of talking? Like
that's a
there's
good
people that I
question.
love, but I sometimes I just don't want to talk to them.
Really?
Yeah. No, you don't know.
Well, there's people that I love that I would rather like them take a break from talking. So
Yeah,
like,
kind and yeah, like similar. You know what I mean? Or you're
but
just not in the
go ahead.
mood or whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with those people, I don't know what the solution is. I don't have a good answer. Yeah, sometimes it's just a different way of offering them a way to express their love for you.
Hmm. Yeah.
And like with my mom, I've asked her, "Can you make healthy things for me? Can you?" I will praise the things that I love because then she'll give me more of that.
Yes. Right. I
So
think it's also like just being honest, being like, I know you love me. I
yeah.
know it. Let's do it in a different way. Let's show it in a different way. Like you said, like
Oh, that's
sit
good.
down instead, or you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
It's a
think.
fun topic, and it really gave me a lot of aha moments this week. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, it happens to everybody. This is not something that only happens to a select group of people. You could be the food love bomber, or you could be the recipient of it, or maybe
Oh,
like
yeah.
me, I do both. I love with food, and I also am the recipient of a lot of it. So I
Did
have
you
to
pack your kids lunch when they were little?
every single
There you
day. I don't
go.
think
We're
I don't
showing
think
our
they
love
ever
that
bought.
way.
Hmm.
Right. Right?
Well, and the funny thing, not this is not here or there, but they complained about how I always packed juice boxes and they would always throw them away. And why didn't you ever tell me you
What?
didn't like the juice boxes?
Yeah, why didn't they?
I don't know. Feedback is so important.
Oh my gosh, it's so true.
Do you pack
Gosh.
your kids' lunch?
I used to, but now I also feel like there's a point when you have to say, like, okay, I can't pack your lunch forever. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
don't really anymore.
right, right. It's true.
Yeah. I mean, there's a point in time when you're like, okay, time to grow up.
Yeah.
So,
I think the takeaway for me is that there are nice ways to say, I love what you mean. I love the way you're coming across, but I can't eat this. And I don't want to waste it.
yeah.
And can you
I don't
just
want to
hang
hurt
out
your
with me
feelings, and I
instead?
still love you.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be said sometimes.
I'm trying to think. My mother-in-law is really bad with like trying to give us food when we leave. Like, just take this,
Yeah,
take this. And I've had to say like, it's gonna go right in the garbage.
right,
And my husband's just like always like, just take it. And I go, I feel bad doing that. Like, I want to be honest and say,
right,
"Look, I'm going to take this and throw it right in the garbage. Not because we didn't love the food, but because I loved it too much and I'll eat it continuously.
right,
But I feel
right,
like sometimes we need to say, like, I might have to try. We still love you, but we don't want to take the food home.
right. I think we have to.
Yeah.
It's some way or form.
Right. It's so funny.
And we also need to give that person a way to feel appreciated without the food.
Hmm.
Like, I love when you, I don't know what a good example is,
Yeah.
I don't know,
I
fold my
can't.
laundry or,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I'm
don't know
trying
what.
to think of one too. Why is food the only thing we can think of? Because food is probably my love language, so that's probably it for sure.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, for sure. It was a good one.
all
I'm gonna
right.
have to think about changing the way I come across for sure.
You think?
I will.
Okay. Wonder why do
I
you think
don't.
that?
I don't want to be a food love bomber, and if I do, I want it to be healthy
Wait,
foods.
what? I know but why wouldn't you?
I want it to be good foods. I don't want people to get like sick or
Oh,
get
okay.
too much sugar or I do honestly. I'm sort of being a hypocrite right now because when I go somewhere, inevitably I will make dessert. That is my
Because you're a good
go-to.
dessert maker. Yeah.
No, you know why?
Because
This
you
is a
want it.
terrible thing. No, it's not because I want it. It's so bad to admit because if you make part of the meal, everybody just eats it and they're like, oh, it's so nice, blah, blah, blah. Dessert is usually like one or two things. And then they're like, it's highlighted, it's spotlighted.
And people love it and they rave about it and your self-esteem goes up.
Yes.
And you feel happy and you're positive because everybody's like, oh my God, this dessert is so good.
Yes.
I love that you admitted that.
I don't think I'm going to change that, to be honest.
No, you shouldn't. You're good at it too. And you feel, and look, what did we say? When you actually cook, you feel all of those things. So it's important.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's okay.
Good.
I can be a food
That was
love
a good insight into Kamna. I like it. And also a good idea for me to always volunteer to bring the dessert.
I love it.
So.
Yeah, you do bring dessert though. Yeah.
Not often, but anyway. All right. Well, you have a great week.
You too. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. All the information provided is meant for education and entertainment purposes only. Please consult your physician before making any changes.
If you liked this episode, please give us a 5-star review. Also, share this episode with someone who you think would enjoy it. If you have topics you want us to investigate, please message us. Thanks.